Hey YouTube, Fred here, and today I'm going to be taking my final look at the Dell Studio 15, the Core i3 model with the standard Intel graphics chip. First we're going to take a look at the build quality after the 7-month period that I've had it, and then we're going to go ahead and go into the process, a couple questions I'll be getting, and just how it's lasted overall. Now, as far as build quality goes, like I said, this laptop has held up pretty well. I haven't had any problems with the plastic coming in a bit weak. It hasn't come apart anywhere, which I would hope for. I mean, hope not. Anyway, the hinges in the back haven't given me any problems. They've held up pretty well. The vents are still fine. There's not really any much dust buildup in there, and I haven't cleaned it out. I should probably. The ports are all fine. The mic in the front, it's there, it works, but it's not really like great. The ports on this side are fine as well, and I know some people kind of worry about the slot loading job with the USB right under it, but as you can see, it's enough clearance once the camera focuses on it. Okay, there it is. You can see that it's enough clearance between it that you won't have any problems with the CDs kind of bumping into it and not being able to come out at all just because of the USB being plugged in right there. But if you have something like a one of the Wi-Fi dongles that come with from your service provider, you wouldn't use that anyway. So you're going to see that I have Call of Duty loaded up here, and that's because the main question I've been getting is, can this laptop game? And I played Portal on it, and it worked out just fine, but when I got to this game right here, it just kind of fell apart. And the main problem I have with this is that it just doesn't go. And what I mean by that is that it's really sluggish once the like in cutscenes during the game, it's really sluggish, and once you try to move during actual gameplay, it's sluggish as well. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna swipe my finger to the left here, and then his face is gonna turn, but it's gonna take a little while. So here it goes. And I'm making my swipes really pronounced just because I want you to notice how long it takes. Swipe up, down, up, down, up. And that just kind of carries out throughout the entire game. And it just kind of gets annoying after a while. So 2 things I would recommend. Well, 3. If you're going to get this laptop, get a Core i5 and upgrade the NVIDIA graphics chip. And if you really want a game, don't get this laptop. Maybe go for Alienware or something that's made specifically for gaming. Next thing, the problems I had with this laptop, the original power adapter gave out on me, so I had to get a new one, but I got that free because I was under warranty. Dell's customer service wasn't bad. I don't know what people kind of complain about, but it wasn't bad at all for me. But the major problem I had with this is that it got a virus some time ago. Well, at least I and the lady at Dell's customer service assumed that it was a virus. I was blocked. I couldn't get into my my Yahoo and my freaking PayPal. There it is. And I went through something. I forgot. I forgot where I went, but it was something that in my registry or something that wasn't supposed to be there. I figured out how to get rid of that, but it worked for that day that I took it out, and then once I cut my computer off and cut it back on, whatever I had taken away had came back, and everything was kind of blocked again. So I just decided to go ahead and restore it because I was not going to pay $100 to get them to check and see what's the virus. So I restored it using the restore disk, and everything's been pretty fine after that. As far as I know, I complained about the speed of the Core i3 because it couldn't load up YouTube videos, and that was simply because of my internet speed. So I can't judge the Core i3 as far as internet goes, because my internet's, as far as YouTube videos goes, because my internet's slow. Now, when I tried it at my sister's house, she has Comcast. I have AT&T, and AT&T sucks. But she has Comcast, and it loaded up pretty fast. I could watch a 720p video, and it would load up like a 360p video would here, which is kind of moderately fast. So it's just kind of, the Core i3 processor itself is really good. It's just that my internet connection doesn't do it justice. So another thing is the 360p screen. I watched Avatar on this, and it was pretty good. I had the brightness all the way up and things like that. But like I said, this is a glossy screen, so depending on what type of image you're viewing, and if you're viewing it in direct sunlight, you're gonna get some reflection from the back. I mean, from whatever is behind it. So I'm just gonna trying to get an image up so you can see what kind of happens. Alright, that's not really working out, but yeah, it reflects a good amount once certain images pop up, like a darker image or something like that. But besides that, I haven't really had any problems with the screen, and yeah. And besides the virus and the cord, the power that they're giving out on me, because it wouldn't, something happened to where it wouldn't take a charge anymore. You could plug it in. You would have to unplug it and plug it in a good amount of times before it would register the charge. And I made sure everything was plugged in. The power brick was plugged in correctly, and it just wouldn't work. So I got that. I think I just told you that, but I got that replaced free. But besides that, there's no problems with the laptop. The keys haven't given out at all. The backlights haven't messed up anything. They are still as bright as they was the day they came. The battery life, still not all that great. This is the 6-cell battery, and I get about 2 to 3 hours, maybe 3 hours and 30 minutes on a good day, depending on what you're doing. But you're gonna want to keep the charger with you no matter where you go. So if you're gonna be kind of out and about all the time, you're really, if you really want this laptop, you would need to get the 9-cell battery, and maybe that would make it better. I don't know. I have the 6-cell, but maybe you just kind of want to look for something with a better battery overall. But besides that, I'm going to try and keep this review short. I know the other was 20 minutes long, and that was just too much. But like I said, the keys are fine. The speaker is still fine. It's nothing to wow about, but it's not the worst I've heard. The webcam is fine. It's not the best either. It's, I don't know the megapixels on it. I think it's 1.3, but I'm not too sure. I know it's VGA quality, so it's not all that great. I'm gonna play a quick song just to see, so you can kind of see how the speakers work out. I'm just gonna play the first part so I don't get in a copyright. And I'm going to stop right there. If you know what that song is, leave it down below. Whenever I get to the point where I can start doing giveaways, I have to keep it kind of in my computer somewhere, but you will be the first person to win just because you know what song that is. But anyway, that's pretty much the end of the review. There's nothing really much to say about it. Like I said, the trackpad works fine. None of the keys have given out. All the ports are fine. The plastic is still like it was when it came. I haven't had to get anything replaced. I haven't had to change up anything like the RAM or the hard drive. I still have a good amount of space on there. The 500 gigabyte hard drive is just because I don't use much besides my music and things like that. So that's the end of my wrap-up Dell Studio 15 review. Like I said, if you want it for gaming, get maybe an Alienware. They just came out with the M11, so if they were kind of higher price before, you may want to go with that. But if you want a bigger screen and you do want this, go with the Core i5 and the NVIDIA graphics. And just make sure that once you do get any Microsoft laptop, well, Windows laptop, you get a good amount of spyware and malware protection, just because you may get problems anyway. So that's me. That's Fred here with my final review on the Dell Studio 15.